started here at Prospect. Great crowd in. And we're sitting amongst the North Adelaide supporters in the stand. Very passionate stand, this one. No one really wins the first hit out. Norwood win the free kick. Umpire calls play on. Locke is going to attack the footy. He's wrapped up by Minavini. The ball comes back to Declan Hamilton. Little give to Bain and Lowe. His first shot at goal is a great one. And the Redlegs have scored within inside the first 20 seconds of the game.
Well, they've won. They haven't lost the game, have they? They're 4-0. They're not winning by that much, the Redlegs. Their biggest winning margin, would you believe, is only 27 points in all those 4 games. But they are aiming at their 5th win here to start the season. And that's Lowe. Lowe playing his 40th game. He's kicked his 38th goal. Still just 20 years of age, so he's already played 40 SANFL League games.
Yeah, great recruit. Jade Rawlings, another Tasmanian bringing into the club. He loves his Tasmanians. Twig, and great start for the Redlegs here at Prospect. How good are these conditions, Dan? Fantastic weather.
Magnificent, isn't it?
Coombe got it to Mays, to Wigg. He just spirals one forward. Lockyer came out to meet it, left the footy behind. Clean hands from Graham. Scrappy play just inside the centre square. There is Fraser Driscoll in the 46.
Norwood, of course, have lost Panos for this game, of course. He's their key players injured out for this game.
Cooper Murley kicks around the body to the wing, and the skipper of North Adelaide, Alex Spina, takes the mark on the chest. Normally a thumping kick on that right foot. He drives it to half forward. Coming over the back, O'Neill might have given away a free kick. Umpire said, we'll ball it up.
Yeah, Bain and Lowe, when he kicked that goal, he'd kicked 2 goals 6 for the season. So there you go. He kicked that, an absolute magnificent goal there. But before that, 2 goals 6 for the entire season.
Well, he's back to a sort of 33% record at the moment. Hopefully he'll keep building on that. Morris shot the handball out to O'Neill, shrugged the Wig tackle. Goes backwards, goes forwards towards Hamilton. Nelligan, back to Hamilton. Kick inside forward 50, will find Locke. Minavini closed him down. Back to Creswell. Creswell, high kick towards the goal square. It's rolling, it's rolling. Norwood really can't take possession. They're mucking around with it a little bit. Billy Cootie short kick's going to be intercepted by Wigg. Wasn't required, so he had to kick it quickly. And Bain and Lowe just casually takes the ball in one hand. We go short to Lord. Lord's going to wind up, kick it deep in the pocket. Flat kick. Hamilton got his hands on it first. The ball was spoilt. Frengle to Spina. Driscoll just had a little bit of hesitation before he got his first kick away. It was a dribbly one towards Grubb. And Nelligan slams the ball towards the forward pocket. It hit the behind posts, and it will be last possession rule going the way of North Adelaide's Dyson Hilda.
Just hanging on here, aren't they? The Roosters already under siege in this first quarter, and Norwood, of course, along with Centrals, the only unbeaten side in this competition.
Short kick to Wigg. Now McInerney gets the lead as Zekeli, ignores that. Now he goes back to Zekeli, honours the second lead. Grandstand side here at Prospect. Zekeli's called to go. And just thumps it towards the 2 ruckmen. Hoy in front. Good position. Front and centre, Ripstra. Played his first game just a couple of weeks ago in the win against the Double Blues here at Prospect.
Yeah, North Adelaide haven't started well here, and would you believe, even though they've won 2 games, they've only won 5 of their 16 quarters. So they've lost 11 of their 16 quarters, yet still won 2 games out of 4.
Yeah, they had a poor start, but they're starting to get their mojo together. I think playing Harvey out of the goal square has certainly helped their balance.
What a great kick he is, isn't he? Harvey kicked at 11 goals 1 this season, so he's their key man up there, along with Lockyer, who's also kicked 11.
3 goals in his last 2 games, and I'm sure he'll see a bit of the footy as the ball's kicked Out of bounds by Cooper Murley.
Norwood, would you believe, of the equal top side, their leading goal kicker, guess how many they've kicked? 4.
There you go.
Would you believe it?
Spreading around.
Unbelievable. Norwood do not have a goal kicker in the top 25 in the competition, yet they're unbeaten.
See Xavier Transfer out there as well. Daniel, I think he was named in the side, or unless I missed him.
Yeah, he was one of the ins.
There we go. Frengel kicks to the outer wing. The first game at Warburton for Norwood had his possession, back into the side I should say. Rolls it towards the line and it goes out of play. First game this year I should say for Warburton.
Yep. Yeah, so North Adelaide are pretty reliant on Harvey and Lockyer up there. They'll need them to stand up again today because they've been important, haven't they, in their victories.
The throw in, Harvey got front position. Over the footy, McKinlay taken. That should be holding the ball and is. Good tackle from Creswell. What a great start for the debutant. Norwood go inside forward 50 again. Lock flew high. Didn't get his hands on the footy. Driscoll wrapped up in a tackle by McLean, and the umpire will ball it up about 30 metres out from Norwood's goal, straight in front.
Just settled a bit, haven't they, the Roosters, in the last 4 or 5 minutes. They've just held up a little bit.
Early days.
Here's a free kick against, though.
We'll go to Connor McLean.
He was good last week, wasn't he?
He was. He had an interesting day. He had a start where he kicked a couple of goals in the first quarter, and then the next quarter he kicked 3 points, I think. So he had a bit of an up and down day, but he was definitely dangerous in that forward line.
I reckon he kicked 2 posters in the second quarter.
Yes.
And they weren't that difficult either.
No,
so,
one from 15 metres out, pretty much straight in front.
He looked like he could have kicked 6 or 7. He had 7 shots on goal to kick 3 goals for.
What's he got for us today, Connor? Leans back on that one a little, pushes it to the right, minus score. Norwood 1-1, North Adelaide yet to score. We've gone 7 minutes in the first term. We're on SANFL now, whether you're enjoying the coverage on the SANFL Now app or on the AFL app. Great to have you with us on a sunny day in Adelaide. Harrison Wee got his hands to the footy first. Nelligan got the handball back. Morris was tackled, brought to ground. Umpire says, I'll have it.
Yeah, I reckon Norwood just got that slight breeze, just not much wind, but probably just a
zephyr, isn't it?
Just a little bit now. 1 or 2 goal wind, I reckon, going Norwood's way. Not too much.
Harry Boyd took it out of the ruck. Zeckley in the contest with Declan Hamilton. And the umpire will come in and ball it up again. Mitch Carroll in the bottom of the pack for Norwood. Another in this week. Good hands from Coombe to Wigg. And Harvey on a long lead. Might have been interfered with. Umpire said fair enough. North fans in the grandstand disagreed somewhat. Transfer takes the mark on the wing. Bit unlucky there, Harvey.
Yeah, I thought he could have had that. And the crowd, it's a great crowd here. They certainly let the umpire know.
Inside 50s early. Norwood 4, North Adelaide 0. And as you said, it's been all down one end at the moment. Coombe in a good spot, takes the mark. So go quickly to McInerney. Strong grab from McInerney. Warburton coming back with the flight. He did well. Short kick to Grubb. Lockie Grubb looking for Harvey. Goes long, bit further to the goal square. Ramsey hovering. Picking up the footy was Ashcroft. And the kick around the corner, North Adelaide get their first score. It's a minor one.
Yeah, they won't make it easy for the Roosters today, will Norwood? They are the best defensive side in the competition, so they only concede about 44 points a game, Norwood. So that's how they play. They don't kick that much themselves, though.
No. 6-point lead for the Redlegs. Declan Hamilton got the looping handball from Pierce Seymour. Kicks to half forward. It's all North Adelaide there. Blaine O'Loughlin chasing the ball back towards the boundary line. Does it go out? I think it has gone out off hands now. In fact, the umpire's seen a free kick for a push in the back going the way of O'Loughlin. Goes short, Driscoll. Unbelievable story, really. Driscoll, I know we mentioned it a couple of times already, but 1,830 odd days since his last game of league footy for the Roosters. Ball's close to the boundary line. Dyson Hilda keeps it in. Little kick, McInerney makes him work for it. The handball up, and Frengel kicks down the line. Good mark taken on the outer side. This is the first gamer in Ashcroft. High kick. Straight to Harry Boyd.
He's a dominant ruckman, isn't he?
Well, they're not using the footy really well early, North Adelaide. They're, like you said, just a little bit off the mark. Graham short to Mitch Carroll. That's not good either. Harrison Wigg, little bit of composure here. Short chipping kick. McKinlay.
There's a big flood going on, isn't there? There's
plenty of Norwood jumpers in the inside forward 50, but first gamer, confidently going back. He thinks he's got the distance in him.
Yeah, why not? 25-year-old as well, so playing his first league game.
Goes short to the lead of Harvey. Good spoil from Graham. Lockie Grubb might have been held. Umpire said holding the ball. That's short. Where that came from. Maybe incorrect disposal.
Yeah, North are getting that little bit of run on now. They're getting it inside 50 at least. Just need to convert here because we know how good Norwood are in defence.
Gone almost 12 minutes in the first term. Norwood 7 points. The Roosters, just the one behind. Kick down the line. Creswell flew for it. Really should have taken the mark. Comes off hands. Mitch O'Neill tackle to the ground. North fans want holding the ball. Umpire says, I'll have it, blokes. Quick restart. Boyd, the tap. Lachlan, quick give. Close to the boundary line. Mitch O'Neill keeps it in. Cooper Murley. It's back to Billy Cootie. Nice little sidestep from Mitch O'Neill, then got it back from Carroll. Drives it long inside forward 50 onto the chest of McLean. That's an excellent kick. McLean plays on quickly. He's got Boyd inside 50. Takes the mark 35 out only on a slight angle.
Gee, they look good, don't they? And Boyd, absolutely dominating this competition. He's averaging 41 hit-outs a game, if you don't mind. 17 possessions a game. 10 clearances a game, which is he's a leading clearance winner in the competition, and he's averaging a few tackles as well, 5 or 6 tackles. So he's doing everything.
He's an incredible player at this level. He's big Harry Boyd comes off the boot beautifully. He slots the second one for Norwood, and they go to 2-1. North Adelaide just the one behind. We've gone 13 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah, the 26-year-old, he's playing his 64th game, and that's his 19th league goal. So he's certainly been the dominant ruckman in the competition. I actually compared his stats to Jordan Sweet and to Kieran Strawn, the 2 AFL-listed ruckmen who've played a bit in the competition this year, and it's actually better. It's better than those two as well. So that's how well he's going, and of course he's he's a state in the state side as well. So Norwood certainly getting a lot of first use of the ball out of the middle with the big man in there.
Back in the middle, Finn Hurd has gone into the ruck. Played a great game last week against Port Adelaide. Bit of a breakout game, just his 4th game of SANFL footy. Got the clearance. Minavini at half-back. McKinlay, quick hands. Wiseman. Scrubbers one through the centre circle. Creswell got the handball back. That missed the target at Donnelly. Ripstra put the pressure on. Well played. It's going to go back again, Ripstra. Wiseman. Norwood have some numbers. Donnelly. Feign the handball, then just burst out of that pack. Locke couldn't get down to pick up the footy. McKinlay, the handball. They're going to turn it over again. The Roosters, the pressure from Norwood's excellent. Goy Locke to the lead, and the mark on the chest has been taken. His 12th treat. And he will go back and he'll have a set shot. Tighter angle. It's only kicking from about 40 metres out.
No, he's been only playing his 7th game as well. He's another one up there in that forward line they've got with McLean and Lowe and Locke, Finn Hurd as well.
Just leaned back on that, kept it left.
But they haven't been kicking big scores to win. I spoke about they've won 4 games, but they're actually the 8th best attack in the league, would you believe?
But defensively, they're so strong.
Defensively, they're so strong. That's how they're getting their wins. Gritty, almost ugly wins. But they're getting the job done.
Kick out of defence. Harrison, we got a shocking bounce. Going off the ground, marked by Tranfer. In front of O'Loughlin. That'll be a good battle today, those two. Xavier Tranfer is right on the boundary line. Will kick from about 47 metres. He's walking back confidently. And who supports community footy? Amy does. Good friends at Amy. Tranfer. Kick towards goal. Looks very good. And it is very good. It's the 3rd one on the board for the Redlegs. Xavier Tranfer, the 3rd goal kicker for the Legs in this quarter.
Yeah, well, Norwood talked up their defence. They're only averaging 65 points a game, yet they've won all 4. And Tranfer, well, he gets on the scoreboard now. He's playing his 56th league game. That's his 32nd goal of his career, and they've just got too many options at the moment. And with Boyd in the ruck, they've got Mitch O'Neill in there, and they just look too strong at the moment. As we spoke about North Adelaide being a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde side this year. They've been either really good or not so good, and at the moment, it's the bad North.
Early days, but Norwood have started well. 17 minutes gone in the first quarter. Maisel rung under the footy and out to Wigg on the left shoot. A high kick. Lord was there first for Norwood, and Jack Hurd will take it over the boundary line.
Just a really important stage of this first quarter already, really. The Roosters just desperate, really, to get themselves a goal and to get it down to Harvey. Ramsey's up there as well.
Hoy got the tap down to O'Loughlin. Minavini wrapped up immediately by Nelligan and Finn Hurd. And the umpire will ball it up just inside the centre square. Finn Hurd used the body well, snapped around the body. Got it to half forward. It bounces inside 50. Hilda did well. 12-3 brought him to ground, and the umpire will ball it up on the painter 50.
It's just a very impressive start here from the Redlegs. Away from home.
19-point lead. Bain and Lowe shot the handball out to Creswell. Just tried to chip it up for a mark to be taken. It falls to Cootie. Cootie on the left. Goes across the face and through for a minor score. 3-3 Norwood. North Adelaide just the one behind. They're dominating early, the Redlegs.
Gee, that would have hurt, wouldn't it? That had gone through and it was almost one of the easier ones.
Blaine O'Loughlin kick-in duties. Has a bounce. Gets good meterage. Goes wide to the far side, and Fellows couldn't take the mark. It was punched out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in right in front of the Amy side.
Just got to get their hands on it a bit more, the Roosters, around the stoppages. That's Norwood's strength, of course, the clearances, the stoppages, the tackles. That's their game.
Hoy and Finn Hurd go at it again. McInerney kept his eyes on the footy. Trying to feed out a handball to Coombe. Back on it, McInerney. Got it to Wigg. Wigg casual. Has a bounce. Squares it back into the middle of the ground, looking for Ripster. Had to go. Did well in the end. The youngster got a push in the back, surely. Much to the delight of this grandstand full of North supporters. Quick kick to Ramsey. Got it on the half volley. Did he's claiming the mark. Umpire said, we'll ball it up.
Yeah, he provides another presence up there, doesn't he, Ramsey? Certainly a half volley, though, on that occasion.
Tried to con the umpire. Umpire was having none of it. Coombe, kick smothered. Well done, Lord. Now Donnelly. Kick under pressure. Blaine O'Loughlin and Tranfer in that battle. I'm going to enjoy watching that all day. Kick to Nelligan. Thought he took a step to go. He was held up by Driscoll. Kicks to half forward. Harry Boyd. In fact, no, it's coming back. So that's 25 metre.
That's when I reckon sometimes that 25 rule can actually be a go against you. They actually had the ball even further than that, and now it's allowed the Roosters players to flood back. So sometimes perhaps the umpires could just go play on.
Billy Cootie put a high ball inside forward 50, and Finn Hurd took the mark. A clean grab. Might have hurt himself on the landing. It's slow to get up.
Well, in a side that's won every game, he's their leading goal kicker with just 4 goals. And this is their 5th game. That's how much they're spreading the load at the Redlegs. So he's going to now go for his 5th goal of the season to be the outright leading goal kicker for the Redlegs. Jackson Callow, of course, is the other one who's kicked 4.
He had a fantastic game against Port last week. He took 9 marks, 18 disposals, kicked a couple of goals.
Yep.
And in he comes and shouldn't make any mistake and doesn't. So Norwood have 4 on the board, 4 individual goal kickers. And Finn Hurd gets his first. And great start to the Redlegs. It's now 27 points to 1 as we creep into the 22nd minute here in the first quarter at Prospect.
Yeah, and they haven't beat the Roosters for a couple of years, of course, since that grand final. Lost both games to the Roosters last year at Prospect and the one at Norwood Oval. So trying to get that supremacy. Actually looked at the overall record between these two sides. Norwood do better at Prospect than they do overall, which is weird. They actually have a better record against the Roosters at Prospect, and it's better than their overall record against them. So
Sam Mays on the outside of the boot to half forward. North trying to force it forward, but Redlegs just working harder at the minute. Quick kick from Warburton down the throat of Harrison Wigg. Centre wing out of side. Thought about going to Fellows on this grandstand side. Instead goes short to the ruckman. Liam Hoy kicks inside 50. Ramsey in a battle. Was he held? Yes, he was.
Well, it's an important kick, isn't it, for Ramsey? It's one they need. The former Adelaide Crow AFL listed player. Didn't play a game, but he spent...
It's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, yep.
I think he's almost forgotten it.
Probably has. There you go. That's how long ago it was. But bit of an understatement to say they need this goal.
Ramsey will kick from 49 metres. Made pretty good contact. There it is, the first goal for the Roosters. 1-1, plays 4-3. Good timing. They'd love another one before quarter time, but Ramsey gets them underway in this first quarter.
And he's one of the most experienced players in the competition, isn't he now? He's 27 years of age. This is his 155th game, and that's his 180th goal. So he's closing in on that magical 200 mark. Bit of a competition with Mitch Harvey, actually. Mitch Harvey's on 188 career goals, and Ramsey 180. But they've certainly got some experienced players, that Coombe and Wigg and Spina, Harvey and Ramsey himself. So just need their more experienced players to get their hands on the ball. We know how good they've been in the last 2 weeks, beating Sturt, beating the Crows with 12 AFL listed players.
Don't mind pumping out the tunes after a North goal here either. Crank the volume up as Wigg lays a tackle.
I think it's been a common theme around the AFL as well, and the SANFL now.
Tranfer tried to break the tackle, just got a little give back to Cootie. Reverse torp inside 50. Which way will it bounce? It bounces away Van Husted. Van Husted even. Low to Finn Hurd. He snaps from 45 metres.
Oh.
It's hit the posts.
Gee whiz, that was almost curling back.
4-4-28. Norwood. North Adelaide 1-1-7. 21-point lead to the away team. Had a great start. Perfect conditions at Prospect. Good crowd in. Spina not sure which way to go. Favours the outer side. And it's all Norwood there and thumped over the boundary line.
Yeah, and as we spoke about, Norwood's wins haven't been by much at all. Sturt by 27 points, Glenelg by 24, West by 13 and Port by 18 points. So they haven't actually destroyed anyone. This is almost one of their, one of the few times they've actually put a side away in a quarter. They've just been getting these scrappy wins, keeping sides to an average of 44 points, only kicking an average of 65 themselves. So this has almost been a bit different to the way they've won the other games.
Boyd took it out the ruck. Little give to Lord. High kick inside 50. Bain and low. The mark spoiled by Minavini. Did well in the end. Got it back to Jordan Boyle. He snaps it inside 50. Good use of the body. And the mark taken by... that's Driscoll. Didn't recognise him because he hasn't played since 2019. It's a bit harsh. Went short of Spina. Spina runs along the grandstand boundary. Kicks to the big ruckman, Hoy. But Boyd was there as well. And we'll get a stoppage. 26 and a half minutes gone in the first term. Bit of a wrestle between the ruckmen. They both went to ground. Creswell kick smothered by Lachlan. Mitch O'Neill got it to Pierce Seymour. Off a step. Courage from Van Husted. Out to Lock on the outside of the boots. Not coming back enough. Another minor score to the Redlegs. They're 4 goals, 5-29. North Adelaide 1-1-7. Paul Bonza, Dan Frangos with you.
Geez, they're just absolutely attacking, aren't they? Playing unlike how they played in the first 4 games. Their biggest score of the season is only 11 goals, 11-77. That was back in round 1, and they're already on track for over 100 points if they keep this up.
And we're in for a good game of footy if North Adelaide can join in the party and kick some more goals. It's been a good start.
They certainly need to, don't they? I know it's only early in the game. Great day for it. North just want to stay in touch here. If they can get the next goal, let's just keeps them in touch.
Well, the Roosters have ability to score goals in a hurry as well. So,
yeah, they were challenged, weren't they? The last 2 games, the Double Blues certainly, challenged them. The Crows came back in that last quarter, put them under pressure, and they responded. So, can they do it the other way? Come from trailing, and they haven't shown they can do that yet this season. In terms of being down by this much, of course.
Siren sounds for quarter time. A quarter that sees Norwood lead as this second quarter is about to get underway. 22-point lead to the Redlegs. The bounce is a little offline, favours Boyd. No recall. Just thrown out of there was Wisman. Probably should have got a free kick. Umpire said we'll have none of that. We'll just ball it up.
Harvey starting the quarter still at full forward. So
I like him out of the goal square though, Dan. I think it's a real target for the Roosters. And we know how reliable he is as a set shot at goal.
Yeah, 11 goals won for the season, so right up there. Just need to get the ball down there at the moment. Down to Lockyer as well.
Boyd thumps it in his direction. Coming to meet it, and he had his jumper held was Driscoll. The kick finally goes inside North Adelaide's forward 50. Big thump from Jack Hurd. McKinlay, handball, missed the target. It's at centre half forward, and we'll have a ball up. Campbell Coombe was laid on by Harry Boyd. Don't wish that upon anyone. Harry's a big man. Gets another clearance to Boyd. Scrubby kick. Driscoll got the handball straight to Lowe. Lowe puts it to half forward. Frengel and Cootie. Frengel tried to break free. That's very lucky he didn't get Ping holding the ball. He had arms free. Really, Cootie did pretty well there.
Yeah, no, they've just got to hang in there, don't they? The Roosters in this quarter, if they can get a couple against the flow of play.
Well, you wouldn't want the margin to be any bigger than this at half time. And if they can get it closer and even hit the lead, it's game on. That's what we want here on SANFL now. Wisman. It's a high kick towards the outer side. Jack Hurd, happy to see it out. Ramsey was there for the Roosters, and we'll have a throw in centre wing outer side.
Yeah, and I reckon that there is a slight 1 or 2 goal wind, as we spoke about earlier. Not too much, but just favouring North Adelaide in this quarter, going to your left of screen.
Ken Farmer end. Here at Prospect. Harry Boyd in front. Got the tap down. Coombe picked up the Sharon. Kicked it inside 50. Jack Hurd and Ramsey. Hurd picked it up. Ramsey, good tackle. Oh, Ramsey might be hurt here. Might have twisted an ankle. We'll keep an eye on that, Dan. As the ball's centred and the mark's taken by Creswell.
Yeah, slowly getting to his feet, but certainly limping.
I don't know whether he twisted his knee or just maybe rolled the ankle a little bit. It's hard to see.
He's in trouble.
Boyd got the handball to Hurd. He doesn't have an opponent at the moment because his normal opponent is Ramsey. Yeah, he doesn't look good, does he?
No, he can't even...
can't put any pressure on
can't
it.
Can't even walk.
Kick to the outer side. McLean got there first. Billy Cootie wrapped up by Wisman.
Yeah, he's definitely coming off the ground. It might take him a while, though.
He cannot
he's
put any
trouble.
pressure on that leg, on the right leg. Assisted by a trainer.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not too bad. Hope it's just a bit of a stinger for North Adelaide fans. Doesn't look good at the moment. Frengel tried the diving mark. Coombe taken high, should have got a free kick. Umpire called play on. O'Loughlin uses his pace but had a bad bounce. McKinlay got it to Wigg. Wigg fires it inside 50 towards Harvey. Graham did well, got in front, picked up by Lockie Grubb. He snapped it, goal, Lockie Grubb! Kicked the game winner last time he was here, Lockie. He knows where the goals are and gets the second one onto the board for the Roosters. They go to 2 goals 1, Norwood 4 goals 5.
We spoke about it, didn't we? It's just the one they needed. Next goal was important, and the Roosters got it. And as you said, Grubb, he does know where the goals are. It's his 35th league game, his 22nd goal, and well, the 21-year-old on his left foot there. They need someone to spark that forward line, and as we speak, Ramsey coming from the ground, doesn't look good at all.
It took him all that time to get to the bench.
I hate to say it, I did my Achilles tendon about 2 years ago playing tennis, and the way he was coming off, it looked similar to the way I was. But that's a really bad one. But look, let's just hope it's an ankle or a sprained ankle.
Yes,
can't diagnose it from here, but
no. Let's just hope he's okay. Back in the middle, Bain and Lowe. Handball back to Boyd. Boyd drop punt inside forward, 50 to 1-handed grab from 12th tree. Well,
that hurts, doesn't it, for North Adelaide's sake? They just got back into the contest and now 12-3. Almost slips under the guard a bit, doesn't he, with McLean and Hurd and Lowe up there and Locke. This is an important goal for Norwood, just a steadier for them. Currently leading by 16 points, and we've gone 5 minutes into this second quarter here at Prospect Oval.
Umpire just wanting Billy Cootie to clear out the way. Billy's just, mate, I'm just standing here. Come on up. 12-3 from 48 metres. Slid off the boot a little. Minor score. 4-6 Norwood. 2-1 North Adelaide. O'Loughlin gets him underway. Kicks out towards Mays. Kept his feet. Cootie fell over. Spins around and kicks over the head of Ripstra. Jordan Boyle is there for Norwood, and the ball rolls out of bounds.
He's another one, isn't he, Mays? I'd like to get his hands on the ball more. 118 AFL games, 101 with Brisbane and 17 with Port Adelaide. So he's one of the most experienced players on the ground.
Ruck contest. Boyd just pushed Hoy out the way, took the ball, kicked the half forward. Dyson Hilda, nice intercept mark. Wants to play on quickly. And comes out to this grandstand wing. Fellows, short, Wigg. On the left. We'll see it all day. Kicks inside forward 50. The spoil came from Warburton. Murley takes it over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in right on the paint of 50. Left half forward for the Roosters.
Yeah, Wiggs another one, of course. He's a magnificent left footer, isn't he? The leading kick winner in the comp. They lost Aaron Young, didn't they?
Yes.
And Andrew Moore, but they've certainly still got a lot of experience around the ball with Coombe as well.
Wigg, the leading possession winner on the ground. Here is Coombe. Wiggs hovering there as well. Little handball up from Coombe to Mays. His snapshot is missing as well.
Yeah, he's just getting himself more into the game. They just need their experienced players to get their hands on it. Because I reckon on paper they're probably a better midfield than Norwood. Certainly more experienced.
Hello to all the Norwood fans. 16-point margin. To the Redlegs. They're winning at the moment.
Yep.
But yeah, look, two great midfields. But you're right, the North Adelaide midfield is very experienced.
Very experienced, isn't it? With Mays,
Wigg and Coombe and Mays.
Coombe and Wigg. But this young Norwood side certainly leading the way this season.
Nelligan in the number 9. In the outer wing. Comes back inside to Lord. A lot of players in front of him. Goes short to Boyle. Wants to keep the ball running and moving. Does Jordan Boyle. Now he sets it up for the big blokes inside 50. Down transfer, front and centre, wrapped up by Dyson Hilda. Umpire will come in and ball it up. Gone 8 minutes in the second term. 16-point lead to the Redlegs. Mays started this second quarter pretty well.
Yeah, he has. He certainly has. Along with that, Wiggs just continued on from his impressive season. But yeah, Mays certainly getting himself right into this game.
Mitch Carroll just handball the ball loose. O'Loughlin, nice pick up from him. It's up to Zeckerly. He goes around the body. Lockie got a bad bounce. Boyd just tapped it back in his direction. Warburton, great handball back to Piers Seymour. He's got a bit of space. Kicks towards the boundary line, goes out of bounds on the full. Not Seymour's, Piers Seymour's best kick. Minavini free kick.
It's playing a bit between the arcs at the moment, isn't it? Bit of a holding pattern in this game.
Bit of an arm wrestle at the moment, isn't it?
Yep.
Here's Mitch Harvey, takes the mark on the wing. Had to come up right up the ground to get his first possession.
From a Roosters point of view is good. They're holding up, but Norwood still the ascendancy at the moment.
Boyd almost spoilt his fellow player there. He went back with the flight of the ball. Donnelly was put off by that. We'll have a stoppage at half forward right for North Adelaide. Boyd, beautiful tap down to Boyle. Nelligan back to the standing Boyd. Kick up the line. Minavini did well, tried the fend off of Boyle. He's in trouble now. That should be holding the ball, but the umpires let him off.
Of course, Norwood have lost their 2 premier midfielders, haven't they? Over the off-season, of course, Nunn and Rokar. So they're doing a sterling job, this young midfield.
I think Billy Cootie's just a really good replacement for Rokar.
Yep.
Zeckerly tried to go out of mid-air, had an airy. Boyle to Morris, to Warburton. Now Cootie, here he is. Went short to Nelligan, the skipper of North Adelaide, did brilliantly. Spina just kicked it forward. Now McInerney. Got it from Lockyer Jr. Inside 50, the mark's taken by Ashcroft, the debutant. Good grab, strong hands. And he'll go back and have a set shot, 35 out, straight in front.
Gee, what a mark. They just almost a get-out-of-jail kick, wasn't it, to just bang it forward and just hope for a mark up there. And
it was all Spina, though, here, just to win that contest.
Well, he's another one. He's another one of those experienced players they've got. They certainly are more experienced in that around the ball than Norwood are. And that's almost the point I was making. They are a talented midfield group. And this is an important shot, going for his first league goal.
Casual approach. Made good contact and slotted it. His first goal in the SANFL.
Gee, they're coming back, aren't they? Great, gallant performance here from the Roosters. They looked all at sea in that first quarter. And Ashcroft, 190 centimetres, the 23-year-old playing his first game, kicks his first goal.
Great stuff Just whenever a debutant kicks a goal, it's always good.
Yeah.
We called the game when they played Sturt here, and Ripstra got his first goal in his first game.
Yep.
It's a great way to get
trend,
underway.
It didn't used to be a trend. Like 20 years ago, it certainly wasn't a trend back then.
Wasn't such a big deal, was it?
No, it certainly has come in the last 15 years or so. And well, that margin now, if you've just joined us, is back to 10 points. North Adelaide 3-2-20, Norwood 4-6-30.
North have kicked the only 2 goals of this quarter, just what they needed to do. Kicking with a slight breeze to the Ken Farmer end. Hilda gone into the ruck for North Adelaide. Got the handball to Wisman. Wisman puts it up. Harvey in a wrestle. Takes the grab! Mitch Harvey, top of the goal square. And he will go back and kick the 4th for North Adelaide. He's not missing this one, Dan.
Well, I've already written it down. There you go. I've already written it. Actually in the process of writing it. There you go. And, well, he's just got to get himself into this game. They'd only had 4 inside 50s in the first quarter, of course, so it hardly went down there. As we spoke about, he's kicked 11 goals, 1 this season. Most accurate kick in the competition.
And makes no mistake. They're back in the game.
Well, they certainly are.
Just what the North fans wanted.
Yeah, geez, what a man mountain he is up there, the 28-year-old, 198 centimetres. It's his 183rd league game, and that's his 189th goal, so closing on that magical 200 mark, which not many modern-day players get anywhere near, really. And, of course, kicking it to the Ken Farmer end, the famous Ken Farmer end, who kicked 1,419.
Well, Dan, we're back to a 4-point game. And all of a sudden, this North Adelaide crowd is a bit up and about, which is great.
Oh, it's magnificent, isn't it?
Good crowd in, probably up around that 3,000 mark.
Yep.
Stands packed. There's a big crowd of Norwood supporters in front of the function centre there, and we're back underway. Cries of holding the ball. Fellows jumped on by Warburton. Pink holding the ball. Geez, he's a bit unlucky there.
Oh, gee, that... Well, Norwood now, they're the ones needing a goal.
Bain and Lowe. Squares it to the top of the square, and Tramper takes a nice grab. And he will go back and have a set shot, only sort of 20 metres out on about a 35-degree angle.
So it's just a great contest now, isn't it? We thought it early on in this game, Norwood were going to run away with it, but it's just a really impressive performance here from the Roosters to come back, and a real steadier needed here for Norwood.
Tramper kicked one in the first, lining up for his second goal today. And doesn't have any issue with that whatsoever. Xavier Tramper, to the boos of the North fans. And they go to 5 goals, 6-36. Get that margin back out to 10 points. North Adelaide 4-2-26.
And Tramper becomes the first multiple goal kicker on the ground, so he's now kicked 2 goals. 1 each to Boyd, Finn Hurd and Lowe for Norwood. And on the other hand, North Adelaide's goals are Ramsey, Grubb, Mitch Harvey and the debutant Ashcroft. So it's Norwood 5-6-36, leading the Roosters 4-2-26 by a margin of 10 points. And Bonds, we've gone, well, 15 and a half minutes here at Prospect Oval in perfect conditions, isn't it? 22 degrees. And
it's such a nice day.
It feels almost like a final. I mean, like finals conditions, almost like September.
Hilda won the tap down. O'Neill won the footy. Got it back to Lowe. Lord coming off half back under pressure. Somehow got rid of it. Nelligan couldn't take the grab. North Adelaide's pressure's gone up. You can feel it. Mays got to Spina. Round the corner. Jack Hurd in the middle of that contest. McKinlay for North Adelaide tried to shovel a handball out. Driscoll got it up to Zeckley. He was tackled. Here's McKinlay again. Looped a handball over the top. Jack Hurd wants the sanctity of the boundary line. Just got it away in time, and Pierce Seymour will clear the kick. Finn Hurd up high over the top of Spina. Couldn't complete it. Minavini, he dropped the footy and pinged. North fans don't like it, but it was there, Dan.
Yeah, they're having their own little momentum run now. North had it, didn't they? The first half of this quarter, and now it's all Norwood, who now looking to capitalise.
It's just a great game of footy at the moment. as the ball rolls out of bounds. Good group of fans on the outer side.
Well, these two clubs have played two of the greatest grand finals I've ever seen, really.
Yes.
The 2018 grand final was one of the best games you'll ever wish to see. It was a lot of people speaking about it. It was almost better than most AFL games. That's how good it was.
It was a great game of footy.
And the one 2 years ago was just was magnificent in a different way.
And g'day to Mitch Grigg if you're watching. Kicked 6 goals in that 18 grand final, and unbelievable game of footy as Norwood go forward again. McLean, the spoil from Van Husted was excellent, and we'll have a stoppage, about 55 out from Norwood's goal.
Both those occasions, the underdog won.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's they were just famous, two of the most famous SANFL grand finals we've ever seen.
17.5 minutes gone. Transfer wrapped up by Lachlan. Bit of help from Wisman. 10-point lead to the Redlegs. They lead by 22 at quarter time. Umpire says we'll have another stoppage.
Yeah, crowd certainly got louder as well. It's really good comeback this from the Roosters.
Bit of a wrestle between the ruckman. Wig on his knees, later tackle on O'Neill. And the umpire will come in and ball it up again. Good response from North Adelaide after not being anywhere near the ball in the first quarter. Wig picked it up. Great tackle from Lowe. That should have been dropping the ball as well. McKinlay tackled by Tranfer, and yet another stoppage. We're stuck in this sort of 20-metre zone here, Dan.
Yeah, just someone's got to be a game breaker here.
Dyson Hilda tried to tap that with his boot. Unconventional. Another ball up.
Yeah, but just those experienced players, aren't they? Mays, Spina, Wig, certainly really getting their hands on it in this quarter.
Finn Hurd got the little handball to Mitch Carroll. Now comes back to Nelligan. He's under pressure. Just got it back to Carroll. Wisman did well, but he's wrapped up. Ball's going nowhere. Another stoppage. It's hard and tough at the moment. 19 minutes gone, second term. 10-point lead to the Redlegs. Hilda did well. Slammed it out of the defensive zone towards the wing. Ashcroft got the ball forward looking for Coombe. In come Morris, shrugged the tackle. Carroll, Hamilton. Cut back inside. Locke's got to go for this one. He does. In front, the spoil from behind was good. Spina couldn't get his hands on the footy. Murley can. Murley into the pocket. He's got Tranfer. Takes the mark.
Well, he's been the one, hasn't he? The one that just almost slipped under the guard, hasn't he? He's the only multiple goal kicker on the ground, and now lining up for his third goal here, Xavier Tranfer, the 22-year-old playing his 56th game, lining up for his 34th career goal.
Going to kick around the body on the left. We're right behind it. Never looked like missing. He does get his third, and Norwood out to a 16-point lead. They're 6-6, 42. North Adelaide 4-2-26.
Yeah, just when you thought North Adelaide were getting back into this game, they were certainly dominant in the first half of this quarter. It's almost been a quarter of two halves where Norwood now got that ascendancy back, and that margin is stretched back out now to 16 points. It's 6-6-42 for the Roosters, 4-2-26, and we've entered time on now, Bond. So Jade Rawlings, I should say, on the boundary, pretty animated at the moment. I reckon he's happy with this response, though.
It's been good. Winning Bain and Lowe's now the major ball winner on the ground with 13 disposals. Ewan McKinlay in his first game, 12 disposals. Then Wig with 11, Spina with 10, Harry Boyd with 10, Boyle with 10. Cootie sprints out of the middle to the lead of Hurd. Finn Hurd got a hand on it. Frengel stayed down, got it to Spina. Spina, Wisman, drives the ball to the outer side. Pierce Seymour and Mays in a battle. Mays went to ground. Now the tackle laid. Spina put a saddle on him, really did Pierce Seymour. And we'll have a ball up just inside the boundary line, half forward right for the Roosters. Boyd the tap. Cootie. He's got a little boot to it. Boyd picked it up. He was tackled. Umpire says, give it to me.
No, it's certainly been a good response from the Redlegs. Roosters now need to challenge again, don't they?
Umpire's seen some holding going the way of Harry Boyd. Just gives it back to Pierce Seymour. Kicks down the line. Driscoll was there. Got it from Minavini. Tried to break the tackle. Was going nowhere. Didn't really have any prior, so the umpire will ball it up.
Yeah, just certainly an important stage of this game. Red time goals are important in football, and we're into time on. Don't want to concede here if you're either side. So, really important stage.
Wisman, he will kick forward. Norwood have some numbers. Warburton, kick down the line, ends up with Minavini. Shot the handball to Coombe. Now O'Loughlin. To half forward, Jack Hurd, juggling mark, can't complete it. McFinlay, little sidestep was lovely. Got to 49 metres. This will be outstanding. How about that for your first goal in league footy? There's a highlight to remember by Ewan McFinlay, playing his first game of SANFL footy. Great goal.
Geez, I think the call was just as good there, Bonds. That was magnificent stuff all round, and just when we thought Norwood again were getting away, back come the Roosters. What a magical goal that was at the famous Ken Farmer end, the greatest goal kicker you've ever seen. And well, this game is a light, really. Back to 10 points, and North Adelaide showing after 2 rounds they were down and out, weren't they? Being destroyed by the Eagles by 92 points, if you don't mind. Suddenly, they're back in this competition. And this game is a light here.
Well, he's got the blue suede shoes on, McFinlay. They were standing out a mile and made every use of those blue wheels to put through his first goal. One he'll remember for a very long time. North get the clearance again. Wigg, inside forward 50. Ashcroft was there. The ball's hit the deck. Norwood have some numbers, but the handball going straight in the Zeckley direction. Mitch Carroll got it and thumped it out to the wing. 12th tree and Hilda fell over each other. Boyd stayed on his feet, off the ground. Warburton, low, clean hands. Cootie broke the tackle. Puts it over the top to Hamilton. Trying to be a little bit too cute there, Declan Hamilton. Still with it, Creswell. Kicks down the line. Inside forward 50, Minavini. Good work, kept in front. Took it out of bounds. He was happy to do that. And we'll have a throw in right in front of the grandstand here at Prospect. 25 minutes gone, second term.
Gee, that was an important win there from Minavini. Wasn't it just a one-on-one contest that he needed to, because Tramp has been magnificent.
The throw in, Morris. Tackle to the ground by Wigg. Great tackle. Mays thumped it towards Harvey, almost with the one hand. Hurd, great tackle. You heard the crowd yell, holding the ball. Ashcroft was good. This is a great game of footy.
Great game. I reckon he just got his handball away. He looked to be caught, but well done by Hurd. He's a stellar backman, isn't he, for the Redlegs?
Hoy, he tapped down. And it was going to be pinged here, Mitch O'Neill. No attempt to get rid of it. Campbell Coombe laid the tackle.
Yeah, well, that's that midfield I speak about. Coombe, Mays, Wigg. They can throw Spina in there as well if they want to.
Campbell Coombe to the leader, Harvey. It's going to fall short of him. Keeps it in. Well done, Harvey. McInerney can't keep it in. It will go out of bounds. 65 around from North Adelaide's goal. We got a throw in. Still time. There's only 26 minutes gone in this quarter, and we've had 6 goals kicked. There's probably still at least another minute left to play before half time. Boyd used the body well. His kick was smothered by Hoy. Well, lost the throw in, but went back and affected the kick with Liam Hoy. Another tap from Boyd. Out into space. Creswell's on the deck. He's laid on top of. Ball up.
Hoy's doing an admirable job, though, isn't he? He's not getting completely... he's actually almost holding his own a little bit. I know Boyd's winning all the taps, but...
He tries hard.
He's certainly...
If the effort's there, that's all you can ask of him, really.
And it's allowing Harvey to stay at full forward, as the free kick is now pulled out.
Another hold in the ball, going the way of Campbell Coombe. On Creswell. Puts it up. North Adelaide need a mark. Comes off hands. Lord's close to the boundary line, takes it over. We'll have a throw in about 5 metres around from North Adelaide's goal in the left forward pocket.
Well, we speak about red time goals. I'd like one now, the red and white.
Throw in, Harvey doing the ruck work. Mays tapped it to his own advantage. Well held up by Graham. Mays wanted a free kick, but in the end, good defensive play from Tom Graham.
Yeah, that's that defence we speak about. Norwood only conceding 44 points a game. I think it'll be a bit higher today, but they're holding up at the moment.
Harvey and Boyd in the ruck. Boyd won the tap down. Loose footy. Grubb left it behind. Tackle laid, and that will be half-time. The comeback from the Roosters was good.
And that has been the scoring end, the left of screen. Your caller is Paul Bonza.
Thank you, mate. Very polite of you. 10 points, the Redlegs lead it as Boyd gets a scrubby clearance out of the middle. Goes to half forward, picked up by Twelftree, spirals it towards the goal square. McLean under the footy. Van Husted was there as well. Here's McLean, doesn't know what to do with it. Handball to Morris. Morris missed the footy with his hand, tried to get it away. Hurried kick out, lands with Boyd, Creswell, Warburton, short to Locke.
Been lively, hasn't he? Hasn't had a heap of it, but he's certainly presented.
Kicks inside 50. It's all North Adelaide here. Liam Hoy, the big ruckman. That was a bit advantageous. Just landed near McInerney. Picked it up quickly. Got the kick away to half forward. Good spoil from Donnelly. Back to McInerney. That spoil went about 25 metres. Ashcroft got the handball to Zeckley. Frankie Zeckley on the lead to Harvey. Good spoil from Graham. Graham now lays a tackle on Ashcroft. And the umpire will ball it up half forward right for North Adelaide. He's done all right to Tom Graham on Harvey.
He certainly has. Certainly been in it. That might be a push in the back. No.
Oh, the umpire changed his mind halfway, I reckon. I'm not sure he's going to call. Oh, and Harvey's down here. Has he done an ankle here, Harvey?
No. Now this...
He might have lost a shoe.
Might have lost a shoe. Well, that would have been a disaster to lose Ramsey and Harvey.
A bit like a Clydesdale, just lost a shoe. He'll be right in a minute. Dribbly kick inside forward 50. McInerney was held by Warburton. Coombe did well, put it out into space. Ripstra was there. Norwood have some numbers. Lord spun around the 360. Somehow got it to Donnelly. His kick marked by Spina. Good grab. Winds up Alex Spina. Into the pocket. Ashcroft used the body well. Now he's brought to ground by Graham. And the umpire says, give it to me.
Yeah, Spina, certainly one of those experienced players we've spoken about, along with Mays, Coombe, Wigg, really getting their hands on the ball here and helping the Roosters getting back into this contest.
Boyd, another tap. Mays head over the footy. Harvey just threw it out to Wigg. Wigg off a step, snaps towards goal, misses, minor score. 5 goals, 3 North Adelaide, 9-point margin, 6-6 Norwood.
He was unlucky not to play an AFL game, Wigg. He was on the Adelaide Crows list for a couple of years, Gold Coast as well. Got injured there and didn't play a game.
Donnelly thumps it straight down the middle of Prospect Oval. Ball just has to sit for Minavini. Went a bit sideways on him, allowed transfer in, but he laid the tackle immediately. Well done by Minavini. Ball comes out to Bain and Lowe. Lowe inside 50. Spina got front position, got a bad bounce. McLean had some room, kick towards goal. He snapped it, McLean. Gets his first for the day. And Norwood get the first goal of the second half. They're 7-6-48. North Adelaide 5-3-33.
Yeah, that's not normally the way you'd expect McLean to kick a goal too. He normally is a very good contested mark and kicks goals that way. The 196 centimetres he is, the 28-year-old. So to kick almost a crumbing goal into open space around the corner like that was was much needed for Norwood. Just keeps that margin around that 15-point mark, doesn't it, Bonds? They just can't seem, North Adelaide, to get... Well, they haven't actually been in front the whole game, have they?
No, Norwood's led the whole day.
The whole day, so they just cannot get it back.
Boyd against Hoy. Hoy up, tall and tapped it down. Mitch O'Neill left it behind. Coombe come bustling through. And the umpire will ball it up. Again, Mitch O'Neill diving on the footy there. Might have been a bit unlucky. It might have been a bit lucky, I should say. Not to be pinged. To Ruckman go at it again. McInerney hassled by Warburton. Umpire will ball it up again.
Certainly two of the premier midfields in the comp, aren't they? Norwood, of course, bringing in Mitch O'Neill, as you spoke about, from South Adelaide. So,
and Bain Lowe spent a lot of time last year, mainly as a forward. He's running a lot more through the middle of the ground this year. Billy Cootie, tackled by Zekeli. That should be holding the ball. It is. I'd like to see Frankie Zekeli inject himself a bit more into this game. Could be a game winner with his speed on the wing. Flat kick towards Lockyer Jr. Great pick up on the half volley. Ripstra looks at the goals and misses.
Gee, that was an important shot, really. Gets it back to 14. Would have been the Roosters would have loved a goal there.
Cooper Mealy kicks into the middle of the ground. Boyd, uncontested mark. His kick to centre half forward. And it goes inside 50. The two number 10s go at it. Hamilton, Spina. Spina tackled, thrown to the ground. Locke got it to 12-3. Now transfer for his fourth across the body and out on the full.
Gee, I tell you what, that was a big chance, wasn't it? Real big chance there for transfer. He'd already kicked three.
Well, two kicks and it was down the other end.
Yeah, real open forward line. Norwood are playing. It's almost like a flood, isn't it? Right up the ground, and then they run forward into space.
Harrison Wigg will drive it to the wing. Grandstand side. Boyd with the spoil. Coming through Lockie Grubb. Good tackle, Lord. Ball up. Tap down, Fellows. Got up to Wisman. Lord runs of the footy. Wisman followed up his work. Hamilton attacked the ball. Tackled by Coombe. We'll have another ball up. And who supports community footy? Amy does.
It's amazing to think both these sides, who are the 2022 grand finalists, both didn't make the finals last year.
Well, Nord had that horrible start. And 8 losses in a row. They're trying to reverse that this year. They won the first 4, and they're in front today. Good handball out to the loose Wig. Ashcroft takes the mark, long way from home. Just puts it up for Harvey in a one-on-one with Donnelly. Lockyer was trying to come over the back as well. Ball's on the deck, and the umpire will come in and ball it up.
Yeah, you spoke about Donnelly, didn't you, early in the game, Bonds? He has held his own there. That was an important contest to win against Harvey, and he did it.
Strong defender. Tap down beautifully to Wisman. He's hit the post, and Ripster it was.
Well, Harvey won the tap unopposed, so should have been a goal in the end. And
2 opportunities for the youngster, Kelsey Ripstra.
Back to 13 points.
Jack Hurd, casual, has a bounce. Kicks to the outer side, looking for 12-3. Big tackle laid by Lowe on Coombe. No, it's not Coombe, it is Driscoll. The restart. Hilda in the ruck. Boyd won the free kick. Not much in that.
Nah. Next goal's important, isn't it? Really gets just gets Norwood away again, doesn't it? If it goes to 19. Gets back to 7. sense the Roosters with a breeze in the last quarter might have a chance.
12th got it off hands. McLean on the lead. There's a North player down behind play as well. Looks like Frengel, slow to get up, might have just copped one in that contest.
Yeah, no, that's the way McLean. I think he's right there, but
well, he's a lead mark player, isn't
that's
he?
the way. So to kick that goal before was really against what you'd think he'd kick, but this is the one he needs to kick. He was pretty inaccurate last week, wasn't he? 3 goals, 4. Had 2 posters from pretty much in front.
From 50 metres, kicks the goal. Has 2 goals in the quarter, Connor McLean. And puts that margin just out a little bit further. 54 plays 35. It's out to 19 points.
Gee, that was a big kick, wasn't it? Really important. He went back and kicked that and really straightened them up, didn't he, last week against Port Adelaide at Alberton. And he's now, along with Finn Hurd, their leading goal kicker of the season with just 5 goals. For a top side or an equal top side to only have a leading goal kicker of 5 goals in the 5th game is quite an incredible
stat.
They're
spreading it around, aren't they? So you got McLean up there, a low chips in.
Yep.
Finn Hurd has come into this team and been a target. We've seen Tranfer, who's been the leading goal kicker today for Norwood. He's got 3. So they've got lots of options up forward to the Redlegs.
Well, Jackson Callow, of course, not even playing today.
That's right. Still injured at the moment. Ball just booted inside North forward 50. Graham somehow got a handball away. Good tackle, Lockie Grubb. And the umpire will ball it up. We're inside North Adelaide's 50. They'd love the quick reply here, the Roosters. Tap down from Boyd again. Warburton to Graham. Off a step to centre wing. It's 2-on-1 here. The 2 will win out. Harrison Wigg. Kicks towards Ashcroft, used the body on Hurd. Hurd stood his ground, did well. Wisman close to the boundary line, happy to see it over. 55 around from North Adelaide's goal, right half forward in front of the rowdy stand.
He's a good defender, isn't he, Hurd? Jack Hurd, the premiership key defender, of course, from 2 years ago for the Redlegs.
The ball in. Hilda. Nelligan pushed as he kicked it. McKinlay, he left it behind as well, and it goes out of bounds. We'll throw it in again. Bit of push and shove between the boys. Part of footy.
Just haven't been able to get it, penetrate that margin, have they? It's just hung around this kind of 19-point margin most of the game.
Still in the game, North Adelaide. And they're not going away in a hurry. Frengel attacks the footy. Wrapped up by Finn Hurd. Umpire says throw it in.
Norwood like it like this, though, don't they? I think the Roosters, to win this game, they'd want it to be a bit of a shootout, the game to open up a bit. Norwood, well, they're happy to play this low-scoring, contested brand of football.
Finn Hurd into the ruck against Hilda. Hilda won the tap down. Wisman picked up the footy. He was tackled by Creswell. Umpire's hovering and then crosses himself. Back at it again. McInerney got it to Hilda. Wobbles one to half forward. Pierce Seymour got a bad bounce. Harvey didn't. Tried the quick hands to Grubb. It was too quick for Grubb. And they're away. Lord. Oh, kick smothered. Well done, Hilda. Creswell just had to get a good bounce. Didn't really put him under pressure. McKinlay looks good today, this kid. Inside forward 50. Big spoil from Donnelly. Big clash of bodies. Zeckley. Shrugged a tackle, got around another, kicks inside 50, Hurd read it beautifully and tapped it out of bounds. Well played, Jack Hurd.
Gee, there was you said Zeckley's the man they need, a bit of spark. He certainly is. He's a really important member of this side and getting himself into the game a little bit here.
Ewan McKinlay has made a bit of an impact in his first game.
Incredible.
Like the look of him, North fans should be very happy with his performance today. Minavini burns off Tranfer, kicks inside forward 50, goes past Ashcroft. Hurd under pressure from Ashcroft. Well done, forced the turnover. Mays got it to Wisman. Wisman around the corner, hooked it too far. Minor score. Fellows was involved there as well.
Gee, that was a big miss, wasn't it? I know it was a tough shot, but they are the ones that they need to go through against a side that only concedes an average of 44 points a game.
It's an 18-point margin. 5-6 plays 8-6. We're here for Amy, who supports community footy. Amy does. Minnie short. Ashcroft goes long. Harvey in a one-on-one with Graham. Almost. Yeah, he's got it on the second attempt. The big man. Just used the body. Positioned beautifully. The kick was really good from Ashcroft to a one-on-one. It's when Harvey's at his best. He takes the mark and he'll go back and have a set shot only 15 metres out straight in front.
Gee, they probably need two of him, don't they? One in the ruck, one at full forward. That'd be handy, wouldn't it? He's one of the premier ruckmen of the past 5 or 6 years in this competition. Now playing forward and one of the best goal kickers now. 12 goals for the season.
3 last week. Has 1 already. Better make that 2. Mitch Harvey puts it through. Back to a 12-point game. 6-6 plays 8-6.
Yeah, and that's Harvey's 190th goal in league football. No other player on the ground has kicked more SANFL league goals than Harvey's 190 in his 183rd game. The former Power listed player, of course, never played a game. There's a few out there, Bonds, that are on AFL lists that actually never played a game.
You and I never played a game for the Power or the Crows either, which I can't believe.
But yeah, quite a few on the list. Harvey, Ramsey, Wigg, Spina, all North Adelaide players that were on lists that, unfortunately for them, just didn't get that game. Sam Mays was the one who got all the games. He got 118 of them.
The atmosphere here at Prospect is fantastic. We got a good game of footy on our hands, back to 12 points. North Adelaide been behind all day. They're making a little bit of a run at it now. Spain and Lowe caught one in the middle of the ground, but he'll be okay. He's tough as nails, that bloke.
Yeah, it's just hanging around, isn't it? That 2 to 3 goal margin, though. They just haven't been able to kick consecutive goals to get the margin back. Can they do it now? 16
minutes gone. Spina's handball went to Bain and Lowe. Hurry kick inside forward 50. Van Husted takes the mark in front of Finn Hurd.
That was an important, wasn't it? Just to hold up there, because Norwood, very dangerous when they get it in there.
He'll come grandstand side towards Mays, who takes the mark in front of O'Neill. That should be 25 as well. Umpire let Mitch O'Neill off. Just give him 25 on. Kicks towards Hilda in a good spot. Oh, Billy Cootie, well done. Didn't get paid the mark. Play on, called the ump. Just letting it play. Not a bad idea. Warburton hurried kick to half forward. 12-3 trapped it. Gave the handball to Tranfer. Kick to the lead of Finn Hurd. Well done. Van Husted got the spoil in. Comes back to Tranfer. Got out to Locke. He's got one loose. Mitch O'Neill straightens and kicks it behind.
Well, that was a moment, wasn't it? Clever handball from Locke as well. Just found O'Neill in space, and the former South Adelaide player couldn't kick the goal, but that margin now out to 13 points.
Could have run a couple more steps in.
Yep.
He was well clear. Spina drives the ball out to the other side. Free kick, North Adelaide, going the way of Fellows.
Can they get a run on here, Bonds? Can they kick a couple in a row? That's what they've got to do, because they just seem to kick a goal, and every time they do, Norwood respond.
I just think it's going down to the wire, Dan.
Yep.
I think we've got a close one on our hands here. It stayed around that 10-point margin. But I reckon on your home ground with your home crowd, it's going to be hard to stop in that last quarter. Harrison Wigg drives it to half forward. Bainalow did well. Little handball to Wiseman. Kick inside. It's a 2-on-1. Harvey come bursting through like a freight train. Good luck stopping that. Ripstra is tackled over the line. And we'll have a throw in.
Gee, was courage there from Hurd, wasn't it? Going back. And Harvey,
You got the big number 17 running your way.
Ran straight through him.
I don't mind saying I wouldn't have stood in the way. Not many would. Throw in. Harvey got the tap down. Bain and Lowe gets the clearance by himself. Good looking kick to the wing. Finn Hurd read it best. 12th tree. Nelligan just kicked it out into space, and Locke's got a bit of space. Hoy, well done. The Roosters defence somehow got a handball to Finn Hurd. Spins this way, that way. Back inside. The bounce over Spina's head. Minamini tried to thump it through. Come to Carroll. Carroll kicked the goal. Well, they just persisted, Norwood. They just kept forcing it forward. And in the end, a couple of bad bounces to North Adelaide, it must be said there.
Gee, they're unlucky, and gee, Minamini's just a really good defender back there. It was a tricky one, though, wasn't it? The ball was up in the air, didn't know whether to hold it or tap it. Tried to do the team thing, and it ended up in the hands there, and Carroll kicked the goal. And just when you think North are getting back in this game, every time the unbeaten Norwood side kick a goal to go out now to 9-7-61, they lead North Adelaide 6-6-42, a margin of 19 points here at Prospect Oval.
And Fraser Driscoll just leapt off the ground as well. I hope he's okay. Just looked like he might have tweaked an ankle, so hopefully just a bit more strapping and he'll be back on. Didn't seem to be in too much pain as Billy Cootie wins the clearance, kicks to half forward. O'Loughlin had the footy, lost the footy. Coombe shot the handball out to Mays. Mays flared it to Ripstra. Ripstra played him quickly to Grubb. Good hands. Grubb has a bounce. Streaming through the middle of Prospect Oval. Puts it up for Harvey. Couldn't quite get there that time. Graham. Oh, left it behind Graham. Ashcroft was held. Surely that's a free kick, umpire. He dribbled off the boot of Zeckley and rolled through for a behind. No, he's going to get the free kick. I didn't.
Geez, I wasn't sure whether he played advantage or whether it was going to be brought back, or whether... I tell you what, North took the advantage. I reckon they didn't know. I reckon they didn't know.
But they did well not to touch the footy.
Yep.
If they'd picked up the footy and then tried to kick the goal, maybe the umpire calls advantage. But they just let it roll towards goal. In the end, Ashcroft is going to line up for his second goal in his first game of SANFL footy.
They let it roll, but I reckon they were trying to soccer it through, but they just couldn't. They couldn't. It ran away from them. So
you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon they had a bob each way there.
Ashcroft, 15 metres out, nails it. Gets his second. And it's the second goal of the quarter for North Adelaide to close that gap back up. I don't think North are going away, Dan. They are in this game right to the end, and it's 48 plays 61 as we creep up to the 22nd minute mark.
They just can't penetrate this margin, though. It's around 13 points or 19 points throughout the contest. They just can't. They haven't led all day, nor would have led the entirety of this game if you've just joined us. And the Roosters are hanging around, but they just haven't been able to kick consecutive goals. If they can find a little run on now, with the breeze at their back as well, Bonds. The last quarter, the Roosters will have that slight 2-goal advantage. But they've got to hold firm here in this. We're at 22 minutes into this third quarter.
The bounce. Boyd got it down to Morris, who tried to break the tackle, and that's holding the ball every day. Fellows will get the free kick. You feel that the pressure's gone up a little. Might be a 25-metre here. There is. So Fellows will come to the paint at centre-half forward.
Well, this is the moment, isn't it? They really need to find a goal out of this somehow, because Norwood's defence has been impenetrable all season.
Goes short to Zachary. Zachary looking for Hilda. Well done by Finn Hurd. The spoil was excellent. Mitch O'Neill, high kick out of defence. O'Loughlin got it from Fellows to the lead of Ripstra.
Got to get it in quick, I reckon.
It's a crowded forward
flooding back now, the Redlegs players.
Ripstra bombs it up. And Harry Boyd will just take the uncontested mark. Pretty well played by Declan Hamilton to keep Hoy out of the action.
Well, unfortunately, that's what happened. They all ran back.
Donnelly drives it out of defence. Spina was there. Little give to Fellows. Free kick. Paid advantage. Sam Mays. He had Coombe wide open. Ignored that. Going to put it up for Mitch Harvey. Boyd's going back in the contest as well. Hoy flipped it over to Coombe. Coombe over the top to Grubb. Grubb on the left shoe. Nice little lead from Ripstra. Good footy, North.
Oh, it is good footy, isn't it? It's a cracking contest. Finals-like atmosphere here. Big crowd, perfect conditions. Can the Roosters kick that consecutive goal we spoke about here?
He's had a couple of opportunities, Ripstra.
Yep.
A couple of snaps. And he's now got a set shot. He'll kick from about 30 metres. Tightish angle. He doesn't like it off the boot. Bit of body language is trying to bring it back. Minor score. Yeah, that's like umpire Steve Murphy there, goal umpire. Doing a great job as always. Good on you, Murph.
Next goal's important though. If they can get that, cut it back to a single goal, and then have the wind at their back. Norwood, on the other hand, will look to get a late goal here in this third quarter.
It's a 12-point margin. 7-7 plays 9-7. Norwood lead it. Free kick, North Adelaide. Things just starting to go the Roosters' way, Dan. You can feel it.
But they've got to put it on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum here. Just not putting it on the scoreboard.
Good luck marking that ball as it wobbled inside 50. Nelligan tackled as he kicked it. Zekeli controlled it. Him hit Lockyer on the lead. Did he mark it? No, he didn't. He spilt it. He's had few opportunities today, Lockyer Jr. And that one slipped out of his hands. Throw in.
Yeah, he's kicked 11 goals this season, and he's hardly been cited today. But he's the type of player who can win you a game.
Yeah, he can have a moment, definitely. 12-point margin. Who supports community footy? Amy does. Great to have you with us. Bonds and Dan Frangos. Creswell's tackled by Coombe, and umpire says, "I'll have it, blokes."
Crowd's getting involved here. It's a really impressive game here from both clubs.
Coombe, handball to Wisman. Now Zekeli. Few touches. Kicks to forward 50 to the goal square. Donnelly, first one back there. Mays sees it through for a minor score. Could be a handy point. 7 goals, 8. Plays 7 goals, 9. 9 goals, 7 even.
Yeah, that 11-point margin is almost the closest it's been for a long time, I reckon.
10 points at half-time.
Yep. Certainly since early in this quarter.
And we've gone 26.5 minutes. North would love one before three-quarter time. The kick to Lockyer Jr. He's marked it on the chest. 45 out, straight in front.
Well, there you go. He's that type of player, can just bob up. Kicked 11 goals in only 4 games this season, in a side that has only won 2 of their 4 games. And this, well, to cut that margin back to 5 points and kick that consecutive goal that they've been lacking.
Just got underneath the footy and is drifting well across to the left and out on the full. Not having his best day, Nigel Lockyer Jr. Well, but there's still a quarter of footy and a bit to go. Can still make an impact. Donnelly thumps it out of defence. Nelligan, little handball up to Cootie. Now Carroll. Carroll spirals it to half forward. Van Husted back and takes the mark at centre half back.
Yeah, that hurt, didn't it, for Roosters fans, because they've had a lot of the momentum, a lot of the play, and just haven't been able to convert. Norwood, really impressive, holding this up.
Zekeli short to Hoy, should get it back. Does get it back. It's the comeback the other way. Lockyer Jr. again takes the mark. 55 out. Too far out to score. He's looking inside 50. Just bombs it up for Harvey, and it's in a good spot. The mark's taken. I think Harvey's claiming it. Mays was there as well. They're going to give it to Mays.
Well, Well, there you go. There is the siren, the three-quarter time siren. This to cut that margin back to 5 points. I reckon Harvey had a piece of this too.
Oh, definitely.
But Mays ended up with it. And geez, been good. The longer this game's gone, the better he's been. He's just a really important player for North Adelaide, the former Brisbane and Power AFL player.
In he comes, Sam Mays. Straight in front. And he's missed it. Could that come back to bite the Roosters? It's a 10-point margin where we were at halftime. Great to have you with us. Thanks to Amy supporting community footy. That's our good friends at Amy. 10-point lead to the Redlegs. Boyd up against Liam Hoy. Boyd clearly won the tap. Mitch O'Neill the clearance. Kicks a half forward. 12th tree will fly. Got a little shove from Hilda. Frengel didn't want to pick up the footy. Minavini did. To Coombe. Driscoll was held when after he got rid of the footy. He went off with an ankle injury, so good to see him back on the ground.
Yeah, because they've already got one rotation down with Ramsey out.
Kicks towards Harvey. Norwood have the numbers. Mitch O'Neill. Nelligan. Cootie. Has to get around McKinlay. Does that reasonably easily. Cooper Murley. Through the middle of Prospect. Kicks towards Locke. Took a hanger last week. Couldn't that time. Fellows. Driscoll off a step. To half forward. Lockyer Jr. will fly. Umpire called play on. Just had the fumbles today, Lockyer Jr. He's better than that. He normally clunks those.
Yeah, he's a really important player for this Roosters side, and he's been a star really this season. They just need him now.
Cootie dribbles the ball towards Locke. Driscoll was with him. Minavini cleaned it up. Kicked out toward Hoy. Was running in quicksand. Now the ball's on the deck. Ashcroft was there for North Adelaide. The debutant has a couple of goals.
Well, we keep saying the next goal is important, and on this occasion, if the Redlegs can get it themselves, they may run away. But the Roosters, they'd want to get the next one, wouldn't they?
A rare right foot kick from Harrison Wigg was close to the boundary line and went out of bounds. On the paint of 50, right half forward for the Roosters.
Gets a lot of the ball, doesn't he? The leading possession winner, along with Will Snelling from Sturt in the competition, is Harrison Wigg.
Great player. I'm sure Roosters fans love him every time he touches the footy. Here's Sam Mays. He was out of bounds when he kicked it, so it will be another throw in. In fact, it was out on the full.
It might have, he might have just kicked it before the line, so Norwood get it back.
Billy Cootie kicked it to the wing. Spina, a high kick. Inside forward 50. McKinlay, big long handle out over the top. Pressure's on the Norwood defence. It's at the top of the goal square. McKinlay went back and got it again. The whistle has sounded, and it will be a free kick to Lord. Not sure what that was for, Dan. I didn't see that.
He's been an important inclusion, hasn't he, as well, Lord, this season. Coming back from the AFL.
Shows a bit of composure. Alistair Lord.
Of course, spent time on Essendon's list. Another one of those players I don't reckon played a game either.
Free kick to Hilda, and he hit Harvey on the chest inside 50. And Mitch Harvey will go back and have a set shot. He has 2 goals already. Kicked 3 last week.
He's kicked about 13 goals, 1 for the season. Can he kick this one, though? Right on the boundary there.
So he'll take his best with a slight breeze that'll help him. Can Harvey bring it back? Not this time. Fades across the face. Minor score. 9-point margin. 7-10 plays 9-7.
And suddenly inaccuracy starting to haunt the Roosters. They've actually had now one more scoring shot Doesn't even include that out in the full, late in that third quarter as well.
Coombe, hurried kick forward, and the mark's taken by Ashcroft.
Well, this guy, playing his first league game, the 23-year-old, he's presented well, hasn't he? He's got a nice kick on him, and he's already kicked 2 goals. This to be the equal leading goal kicker on the ground with 3 goals, and more importantly, to get that margin back to where we haven't seen it since early in the first quarter. This will cut it back to 3 points.
Brad Ashcroft will kick pretty much straight in front, just a slight angle. And he'll probably kick it from 45 metres. He'll have the distance, no problem. Pretty good contact, but it's going way across the face and out on the full.
Well, that doesn't even register as a scoring shot, so they've had a couple of those now.
And you hear the murmurs from the North fans here in the grandstand. They've had some chances here, the Roosters.
They've been murmuring for most of the day. They've been murmuring in the first quarter for sure when they were down, but...
9-point margin. Driscoll, he dropped it. Dropping his knees and going to ground. With Zeckerly, umpire wise to it. Good umpiring. He'll ball it up.
Once again, Norwood just find a way to repel that out of defence, and they're just hanging in there, aren't they?
We've only gone 6 minutes. I still think North are a big chance here.
They're just not... It's scoreboard pressure, though, isn't it, Bonds?
Yeah.
They can do all they like and keep attacking, but if they're not actually kicking the goals, well, they're not going to win this game. They've got to actually start converting now.
Boyd tap. Declan Hamilton's happy to see it over the boundary line.
Norwood have not lost a game, 4-0. And also, they only lost 3 of their last 10 games last season. So their last 14 games, Norwood have only lost 3 games. They've got a bit of a winning culture going at the moment. They know how to win these games, so that's another thing. Roosters will be aware of all of that, needing to put a bit of scoreboard pressure on, because you just sense one goal the other way, they might drop their heads.
Spina tried to dive and take the mark. Mitch Carroll picked it up cleanly. High kick to half forward. McLean running at it. Off hands. Wayne O'Loughlin chipped the kick straight to Boyle. Boyle, handball to Mitch O'Neill. Frengel, good grab. Good defensive intercept mark. Goes short to Wigg. Wigg to the outer wing, looking for Ripstra. Nice kick. Read the footy well, the youngster.
We've got to get on with it here, because Norwood running back in numbers.
Kelsey Ripstra drives the ball to half forward. Graham standing in the hole, takes the mark, plays on quickly. Cooper Murley down the wing. Locke went to ground. Fellows tackled by Hamilton. Locke kick around the corner. This will go out of bounds in front of McLean and Van Husted, and we'll have a throw in on the outer wing.
Yeah, this is the way Norwood have won all 4 of their games, isn't it? They've actually won all 4 games, and the most goals they've kicked is 11.
Yeah, defensively they're just so good, the Redlegs under Twig Rawlings.
Every game's been like this.
Harry Boyd dropped the footy. Wisman got it back to Wigg. Wigg flares it to half forward. Harvey, 1 grab, 2 grabs. Mitch Harvey will go back and have a set shot. He is their best kick. And he'll kick from probably 48 metres, Dan.
Yeah, well, talk about an important kick. He certainly is their best kick for goal. 13 goals, 2, we reckon, for the season. And, well, this to put the Roosters back to that 3-point margin.
In he comes. Mitch Harvey from 49 metres. Like a lightsaber. Slices it through the middle.
Well, may the 4th be with you. And that is a magnificent comeback here from the Roosters. They've now got it back to 3 points. It's the closest they've been since the start of this game. Norwood, if you've just joined us, raced out, kicking the first 4 goals, and now the Roosters 8-10, 58, trail Norwood 9-7-61. The margin's back to 3 points, and Harvey is looming large here.
It's just I think he just balances them better.
Yep.
They just look more balanced with Harvey at full forward. Yes, you lose what he gives you in the middle.
Yep.
But I think that just the balance and the threat that he is up forward, I think it just makes it look better.
And they've lost Ramsey, of course, today as well.
Yes.
So he has to play forward now.
Dyson Hilda into the ruck, got the tap down. Cootie couldn't take the footy, under pressure from Wisman. Mitch O'Neill got a push in the back, will get the free kick. North fans don't like it, but it was clearly there. Mitch O'Neill towards 12-3. He was pushed after he kicked it. Free downfield.
Gee, it's a magnificent atmosphere here. The Roosters crowd, very vocal.
SANFL footy, you got to love it. Kick inside forward 50, can't take the mark. Driscoll. Hilda's hurt as well. Want to just cop the stinger. He's slow getting up as Dyson Hilda, but he's walking towards this contest, so that's good news.
Well, Norwood have hardly had it up there this quarter, and the last thing the Roosters will want is to concede here.
It's a 3-point game. Norwood have had the answers all day. Whenever North Adelaide have closed, Minavini just broke the tackle and got a clearing kick. Jack Hurd used the body well, took a one-handed mark.
Been good, hasn't he? Been good for a couple of years.
He's always good. Not sure why he's not playing AFL footy. Kick inside 50, Spina. Almost threw that to O'Loughlin. He was tackled by Lowe, handled it out of bounds. Last possession rule. They play on quickly, Norwood.
I think if it wasn't last possession rule, it would have been deliberate. So either one. And I reckon Lowe, that man who kicked the first goal of the match early in this game, within the first minute of the game, he's now looking to suddenly get Norwood back out to a 9-point lead.
Declan Hamilton from 51 metres. He's just going to lob it to the top of the square. The old two-card trick. Fell to Mitch Carroll. Tackled. Got rid of the footy. High contact. Umpire lets it play. McInerney for North. Handles it towards the 50-metre line. Warburton was there for Norwood. The little give back inside. Carroll. Hamilton. Gone! Holding the ball! Had to be.
Yeah, it was Hamilton, in fact, so there he goes. He tried to run around. Roosters are holding up.
Spina. What a fantastic tackle from Campbell Coombe. Spina flares it down the wing. Mays couldn't quite grab it. He had a lot of it, but not quite enough, according to the umpire. And we'll ball it up. Centre wing out of side.
Yeah, those players, Coombe, Mays, Wigg, Spina.
Still a 3-point lead to the Redlegs. Mays gets that clearance. Now it falls to Hurd, and Hurd wobbles it to the outer wing. Minavini takes the diving mark. 13 minutes gone in the final quarter.
Been good comeback, hasn't he? Tranther has kicked 3 goals, and gee, this guy's been an important player for a number of years.
And he's had a good second half. He kicks towards Dyson Hilda. High kick inside 50. Cooper Murley, courageous. Good grab.
So just a good contest. Well, great contest, really. Can the Roosters get ahead for the first time in this game, though?
Just overcooked the kick, did Murley. Carroll, great tackle, Wisman. Ball going nowhere.
Yeah, if you've just joined us, North Adelaide have not led at any stage of this game. Norwood have been in front the entirety of this contest. This is the closest they've been since the first minute of the game, in fact.
Harry Boyd with the ball towards the centre wing, 12-3. And it's back to Boyle. Got around the tackle of McInerney. On the left to half forward. Blaine O'Loughlin and Carroll, good. Somehow he came from behind and stole it off O'Loughlin. Bain and Lowe from 51 metres. Flat kick inside 50. Pringle standing in the hole.
Now it's North turns to hold up, isn't it? And they are. But can they kick that goal?
Wigg Kicks to Ripstra. Used the body well, then tried to thump it forward. Harvey gave it to Zekeli. Zekeli turns on the Jets. Inside 50. Went back the other way. Got it on the left shoe. It's not going to mark it. Oh, back with the flight. Lockyer Jr. Ball goes off hands. Out of bounds.
He's an excitement machine, isn't he, Zekeli? He's another one who could have very unlucky not to be on an AFL list.
Well, the Norwood defence just came at him at the right time. They played it really well. I think it was Pierce Seymour. The throw in, Harvey went to ground on his knees, shot the handball out. Zekeli tried to break the tackle of Cootie, couldn't do it. And we'll have a ball up.
It's desperate stakes here, isn't it?
15 minutes gone, 3-point lead to the Redlegs.
North Adelaide want to keep themselves around that top 5. There's a number of good clubs this year. Norwood, of course, want to stay, want to go to the top of the ladder.
Just a bit of a hold up on players. Take some time getting off the ground. Snapshot from Ripstra. He is offline and out on the full.
Yeah, they've had a few of those, haven't they? They've had 3 out of full, well, 3 out of bounds there in the last second half of this game.
That one was probably fair enough. He was under a fair bit of pressure, but they've missed some easy ones, the Roosters, which we've sort of mentioned. Might come back to bite them. They still trail by 3 points as Warburton gets the kick and the nice intercept mark taken by Driscoll. Goes to Zekeli.
Been good, hasn't he? Certainly in the second half.
Good second half.
Yeah, he's been one of the players who's helped this revival.
To half forward in the Harvey direction. Jack Hurd was there with the spoil. Bain and Lowe. He's back to his goal square. Warburton takes the mark. He's got Nelligan on. Hits him.
Yeah, they just don't know what to do here, the Redlegs, I reckon. They don't know whether to just hold it up for a bit or they need to keep attacking, though. They need to keep scoring to win this game.
Still plenty of time down. At least 10 minutes left in this contest. And we'll get another stoppage.
But they are just holding it up, chipping it around. They know they need to score, though, to still win this game.
Harrison Wigg, tackled by Lowe, got a kick straight up in the air. Grubb, been paid the mark. Not sure that went 15. Doesn't matter. Grubb plays on long. Goes towards Harvey in the goal square. Got a mitt to it. It rolls through and make it a 2-point game. 8-11. Plays 9-7. 61 plays 59. The Redlegs still lead. They've led all day. 17 minutes gone, final turn.
And all of their wins have been by under 5 goals. They've all been close type wins, so none of their 4 wins from 4 games have been big.
Norwood have some numbers around this contest. Creswell got it to Carroll, to Hamilton. He's tackled immediately, and we'll have a stoppage just outside 50 to North Adelaide. Quick restart from the ump. Umps have been good today, Dan.
Haven't noticed them.
Yeah, they've been very good. O'Loughlin dropped the mark, but had enough poise to gather. Ashcroft just pulled up a little short there, I reckon. Well played, Hurd. Now comes back to Wigg. Just slams a spiral ball inside 50 at the back, Lockyer Jr. In fact, it was Zekeli. The high kick. Great spoil from Wisman towards the boundary line. And we'll see a throw in.
Well, Ashcroft was a little bit ginger in getting up there, but
bit of cramp, maybe?
Yeah, it might be a cramp, hopefully for North Adelaide's sake, because they certainly need him. He's still limping there in the forward line.
The throw in, Boyd and Harvey. Bain and Lowe, he's had a good game today as well. Looping handball. Ends up with Mitch O'Neill. Under pressure is Jordan Boyle from McKinlay. McKinlay's over the foot. He decides to go off the ground in the end. And Declan Hamilton slides in on the knees and takes the mark.
Doing it at both ends. He's an important cog of this side, Hamilton.
Short kick, Warburton. Then to Seymour. O'Loughlin over the back. Takes the mark, plays on quickly. Here's Harvey. Can he grab it? Not this time. Good spoil from Pierce Seymour. Lockie Grubb laid a good tackle. Norwood will repel again. through Bain and Lowe to 12-3. Marks on the wing. He's got nothing in front of him, so he just has to go short to Billy Cootie. Cootie short, back to Lowe. Wants it back again, does Cootie. Norwood lead by 2 points. We're just about to tick into time on. Kick inside 50, back with the flight, the mark's been taken. It is Creswell.
Well, that is a magnificent mark. They've had, their opportunities have been few and far between in this last quarter, and Jake Creswell, the 20-year-old, in just his 12th game, the son of Darren Creswell, yes, of course, the former Sydney Swan AFL player. Can he kick this goal to put that margin back out to 8 points? We've now entered time on, and this Bonds is a massive kick in this this season, really, because North Adelaide don't want to get too far away from this top 5.
Jake Creswell, tight angle, not a problem. That's a massive goal. Norwood go out to an 8-point lead now. They've done this all day. Whenever North have threatened, the Redlegs have come back. They go to 10 goals, 7-67. North Adelaide, 8-11, 59. But this game is not over, Dan.
It's certainly not over. Son of a gun, isn't he? What a goal. Unbelievable. North Adelaide, we've spoke how much they've had of the ball in this quarter. They've dominated, really. And Norwood, it was a patient build-up. We said they had to score. They couldn't just hold on. And they've got that goal they wanted. So it's back out to 8. I reckon they've got to kick another one, though. If they want to go on, they can't just hold this lead now. The Roosters now need to kick 2 goals and stop Norwood scoring. North
need a set of clearance here. 21 minutes gone, final term. Mays out of mid-air. Hoy kept going at the footy. Hamilton for Norwood might have got a push in the back. Umpire said, give it to me. We're at half forward for North Adelaide. They trail by 8 points. We've gone 21 and a half minutes.
Almost doesn't deserve to be a loser, really. Both sides have been magnificent in this game.
Billy Cootie's having a big last quarter. Gets the clearance. Ball set up for Finn Hurd. O'Loughlin's been great in this last quarter. Forward handball to Mays. Locke tried to spin out of a tackle. Should have been holding the ball. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. We are here for Amy, who supports community footy. Our good friends at Amy. 8-point lead to the Redlegs. 22 minutes gone, final term. Lockie Grubb, hands and knees, just try to slap it out into the open space. And the umpire will ball it up again.
Yeah, good sides find a way, don't they? They find a way, and they're not playing at their best. And at the moment, Norwood aren't at their best, but they're hanging on.
Lockie Grubb, kick off the side of the boot. Might be okay, though. Murley for Norwood. Got it to Morris. Good tackle. High tackle, said the umpire. Probably right. Although Murley was a bit silly there, dragging Coombe off the ball.
Yeah, what do they do here, the Redlegs? They're still slowing it down a bit, aren't they? Just chipping it around.
Now the clock's there, friend. We're almost 23 minutes gone. Hamilton kicked to half forward. 12-3 was there. He was tackled by Spina. And we'll have a stoppage.
It's a dangerous game, though, because if the Roosters then get that goal, it's right back, but they just haven't been able to hit the lead at all in this entire game. The Redlegs have been in front, well, since the first 30 seconds.
They have a tough job picking the 3-2-1 after the game, Dan, but I'm glad it's yours. Your decision and not mine. We'll have a throw in front of the brand new scoreboard here at Prospect. And showing 23 and a half minutes gone in the final term, an 8-point lead to the Redlegs. Billy Cootie, handball straight to Campbell Coombe. Now Minavini to Fellows. Fellows on the right boot. Jack Hurd, the mark spoiled by Ashcroft, did well, and the ball rolls out of bounds. And there's going to be a free kick to Cooper Murley. He was just held onto by Frank Zeckerley.
Yeah, that's a big one for Norwood. Finding a way here, as they've done all season. All of their wins have been scrappy, ugly wins where they haven't kicked more than 11 goals.
Kick to half forward. Harry Boyd claiming the mark. Came off hands into his hands, and the umpire says, give it to me, Harry. Both ruckmen go to ground. Campbell-Coombe went to Wigg. He was probably held when he didn't have it. Close to the boundary line again. Mitch Carroll's happy to see it over, and we'll have another ball in as the clock winds down. 24.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, that goal from Creswell's just given them that breathing space, hasn't it, for the Redlegs supporters. 8 points. And time really the enemy here for the Roosters.
Harry Boyd in front. Taps it towards the boundary line. Mitch O'Neill fell over, then rolled over the boundary line. Umpire said throw it in.
North Adelaide themselves have been involved in a couple of close games already this season, of course. Beating Sturt by 6 points in round 3. And Adelaide by 16 points last week here at Prospect.
Fans at Prospect getting value for money. Had a couple of cracking games so far in the season. We're only at round 5. Jordan Boyle left it behind. McInerney was under pressure when he kicked it. It's close to the boundary line. Rolls out via Norwood. Free kick. You'd think that Norwood have probably just done enough now as we...
Well, that goal changed the momentum, didn't it? North Adelaide had it up until then, and that goal really changed the momentum in this game. Norwood, since that goal, really just held the ball and let the time tick down almost.
Just a goal apiece in the last quarter. Bain and Lowe trying to burst through the pack. Did well, Bain and Lowe. Forward handball to Locke. His snap at goal is across the face. Out on the full, but it doesn't matter. The Redlegs are home. Gutsy win away from the parade. And the winning margin is just 8 points.